Going on, guys? I know I look tired. I definitely feel like I had a train ran on me, and none of them called me back or even invited me to dinner. Not even so much as buy me a beer. They just went ahead and just spit on my back, pretended they were done, and finished in my face. And now that that's all said and done, I thought I would talk about Call of Duty today. And yes, I sound tired because I am, but I still felt like speaking about this. Now, I'm a little tardy to the party, but they did announce the other day about Call of Duty Black Ops coming out. Black Ops has never been my favorite. Black Ops 1 was. I enjoyed it a lot. I loved the tomahawks. I loved the ballistic knives. I loved the sticks and stone maps. Pretty much everything about it was like my favorite thing that ever, was made. It was one of the best Call of Duties to me, that and Modern Warfare 2. Plus, I thoroughly enjoyed Black Ops 1's zombie maps. I thought they were some of the best, and still today, I still think they're the best. The guns felt like they hit a little bit better. It would be nice to have that same feel come into Warzone. But that being said, I'm wondering if Call of Duty is actually going to get fixed by Black Ops. If it's going to reach the standards everybody has come to want. Now, there's a few things they're implementing, but it's an old mechanic that's been around for actually a while. If you played Max Payne on PlayStation, like 2, it's been around since then, which is omnidirectional prone, which, yeah, that's been around for a long time. And if you don't know what that means, it's literally, in Call of Duty right now, when you're aiming, you're leaned and laid down on your belly. So when you turn, it's like you're literally on a chair. That's what it does. Now, in the new one, you kind of scoot a little bit, but at the same time, you're still going to be a little unnatural. Well, in this one, they fixed that. So now you're supposed to be omnidirectional. So when you're leaning like this and you go to turn, you don't turn, your body turns. And then you can roll over onto your back and essentially aim down like that over your legs. Same thing from the side, stuff like that. So it's pretty simple. Another thing they're implementing, which is omnidirectional running, which might actually be kind of cool. For anybody that pays attention to their surroundings very well and you kind of keep up where people go peripherally outside of your vision and outside of your screen, basically, it will help with running in different directions, trying to get through a window, this, that, and the other. Now, the new ones kind of fix some of that to where you can actually go through windows sideways, but it'd be cool to be able to jump through a window sideways when you're in the middle of a fight. I don't know if they're going to implement it in the Warzone, but it would be really cool to see that. Another thing I hope is that all my skins that I paid for go over. Yeah, I'm definitely one of those absolute idiots that pay for skins. I do. Let me go ahead and say that. I love them. I know that they are so stupid and overpriced, but I think they're cool. They're gimmicky. They're definitely fun. I even went out of my way to buy the new skin just because, or not a new skin, but it was a skin to where you can just prep that pimp hand and just slap the piss out of somebody. And I think it's hilarious when you go pimp slap somebody to the ground. One of the funniest ones. There's 3 that I absolutely love. I call it Suplex City, which is where you get behind somebody and suplex them. I'd used that for years at this point, pretty much since Modern Warfare 2 first put it in. I've used it all the way up until about Kong, when they introduced Kong, where you could throw people in the sky. And I thought that was really cool. Then the Pimp Slap. That's the 3, but Pimp Slap's now my main one. I love using it, especially when you get people, when you smack them good and they just rage quit. It's fantastic. It's become more prevalent here lately. I never actually had that issue for the longest. In the last 6 months, I've had a few matches where I'm in the middle of getting a kill that just so happens to be an execution where I'm pimp slapping them or Kong slamming them out into, the sky like Team Rocket. And they just quit. There's another small problem I have. I know a lot of people still have PS4s. But they're doing a cross-gen, so I don't know how that's going to work. Because so far cross-gen, I think, is just kind of problematic because you're having to downgrade your potential. So let's use Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Rebirth is a PS5 game, and you can't play it on 4. And it looks phenomenal from the beginning to the end. Pretty well optimized. I had a few little problems here and there. But overall, it played great. Between cutscenes and gameplay, you can almost not tell when they change over. And it was just so amazing. Go to Call of Duty. While still not terrible, it does look good. It's definitely something that you can look into and realize that they could have done better if they didn't try to restrict themselves to old technology. PS4, PS4 Pro, still not a bad console. They have good looking games, and I will keep mine for until the day I die. But I keep up with all the digital games because they're still fun to play. I pop in and play some of them often. Another one that I actually play is... But Call of Duty, I think, is going to have a make it or break it moment, because with the shitload of cheaters, which is happening because they're having trouble with, fighting the Cronus Zen. If you didn't know, they had a whole update with Cronus Zen that also basically almost can tell when it's being detected, and it will freeze its cheats, essentially, for the split second or frame or whatever that their detection will detect, and try to implement its understanding in its code or whatever it is to try to start checking if you're cheating. And apparently they've been able to fight that. Now there's also 1,000 different ways PlayStation has been trying to fight against that, not just Call of Duty, but literally PlayStation is trying to fight from you using a Zen. There's been a few videos that have popped around and showed how to bypass it, and it's pretty crazy how they do it, and they can still use it. So I don't know how going forward their cheat detection is going to get any better to actually be able to fight this, because it is 100% a problem. I've run into cheaters. It's absolutely despicable for those type of people. Now, we're not going to be able to get rid of them 100%. Another thing I'm hoping they implement is, prop hunt. I think I've already said that, but prop hunt, if I didn't, I'm saying it again, prop hunt. That was a cool game, cool concept. By the time I got on Black Ops Cold War, it was already at the end of its legacy at that point, or end of its gameplay, and I just didn't feel like staying on it. All my buddies were moving to the other one, and I was more prone towards Warzone and stuff, and hoping that Modern Warfare would bring something a little bit cool back. Another thing, this is not Black Ops related. It's actually Modern Warfare 3 related. Bring back Blueprints. Gunfight Blueprints was awesome. I liked it. And bring back that suite map that's on top of a skyscraper. That's the two things I want. We need to bring them back quick. And if not, bring it to Black Ops. I would love to do gunfights on Black Ops. That would be a fantastic thing. Gunfight, Blueprints, and Black Ops, I think would be a fantastic thing to put in there. I can't wait to see a lot of what their specialty, games will be, because Black Ops has had pretty much the best multiplayer gaming experience as far as all the different modes. Their modes are top tier. They've yet to put me, yet to disappoint me. And the fact that they're going to be raining in new zombies, which will be exactly what it used to be. It won't be a Warzone map, so that's going to be great. Another thing, though, I will say, my only thing to complain about legitimately that came from their release trailer is that they're going to be putting back in the old Prestige system. Now, a lot of people are going to like it, I'm sure, but I never understood prestiging and resetting to get a few emblems. I never understood it. Now, I don't remember if Black Ops had a different prestige system. I just know majority of the prestiges were just like, look, you get a prestige emblem, and then you get to go back through the level 99. Now, they said, I think there's 15 of them, so there's like 150 levels that you got to go through, which, don't get me wrong, is not impossible. I usually run 100 levels within a season that's allotted. I pretty much level max every single time, because I do put in a lot of hours. I enjoy Call of Duty with my buddies, like I said. That's our pastime we do when we're not hunting and fishing or whatever we're doing on the weekends. Primarily, we do it in the evening, right before bed. It's a lot easier just to kind of wind down. 7, 8 o'clock, even like right now, me recording, I'm going to probably be jumping on here in about 30 minutes. And sit around, poke fun at each other, play Call of Duty. There's a lot of things that I think this could hopefully fix, and not everybody will hate. But only time will tell. We still got... I don't even remember the release date. Kind of eludes me right now because I'm so tired. But I know it's just in a few months, and it's going to be fantastic to be able to sit down and play. Call of Duty has been something I've enjoyed for the last few years, because I stopped playing for about 10, and then got back into it, and really haven't been able to stop because I just kind of get intrigued with some of the battle passes. I think they're kind of cool. Some of the skins are really cool. I've definitely wasted a lot of money playing it. We added it up, and I'd rather not tell you what I've spent. It's embarrassing, but it's still fun to me nonetheless. But I hope they fix some of the issues going into the new one. But I think I've rambled on long enough, and if you've reached the end, I appreciate it. Definitely let you know I've been seeing a lot more uptick in my channel. A few spikes here and there, definitely spikes in subs, stuff like that. It's very appreciated. And I know I sound not so appreciative right now, and I'm kind of rolling my eyes a little bit, but I'm just super tired. I think it's about time I just go wind down, play the game for about probably an hour, is about as much as I could take. But I'm going to get me a shower, get me a beer. I'm going to chill, and I hope you guys have a good one.